Good afternoon. May I help you with something?
Yes, sir. My name is John Cross Forbes III, and this is my sister Elizabeth. We'd like a room, please. Actually, on second thought, a suite would be better. Our parents are meeting us here tomorrow, so...
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Cross, but we can't give rooms to minors unless some sort of prior arrangement has been made.
Excuse me, sir. There's got to be something you can do. I mean, I understand the hotel has rules and everything, but our parents are going to be here tomorrow. I mean, we can't just sit around the lobby for a day and a night waiting for them, can we?
Perhaps we could place a call to your parents. Their number?
That won't work because they're on a flight from Kyoto to the airport in Tokyo, and my sister and I came down from boarding school in Vermont to meet them here.
I'm surprised they didn't notify us of your arrival.
Oh, well, they've been really busy with traveling and everything. Anyway, my dad practically knows everybody here, and he probably just assumed it would be okay. I mean, you probably know him. His name's John Cross Forbes Jr. Well, that's kind of obvious since I'm the third, you know.
Actually, I don't know your father. I've only been here 10 months since the hotel changed management.
See, they've been in San Francisco and Japan since last winter, but he stays here a lot.
Regardless, we still need written permission. I'm sorry.
Well, sir, they're going to be in Boston tomorrow, so Lizzie and I would only have to stay for one night without them. We're all going to London together to see my mom perform the Brahms Piano Concerto No. 1 at the Royal Albert Hall. She's a concert pianist.
I love the Brahms first.
Me too.
It's my favorite. Yeah. You know, you should hear the way our mother plays it.
Right. You know, I don't mean to put you on the spot or anything, but here is my father's plutonium card, okay? And here is also a letter authorizing me to use it. And I have my passport and credit cards here and my midterm report card. How'd you get in there? It's not bad, actually. I mean, I fell behind in math a little bit, but I made it up with science, so... oh, and here's some cash if you prefer that over plastic. Sir, you've got to help us. I mean, you wouldn't want to be responsible for turning 2 kids in the streets, would you? Unless you'd rather see us camp out in the commons. It's like my dad says, when you're in Boston, either you stay in this hotel or you stay on a park bench. And I'd rather stay here.
Nobody's going to make you stay outdoors on a park bench. Although you're putting me in a quandary.
Yeah.
The rules at this hotel are fairly rigid, and I'm not supposed to bend them under any circumstances.
Well, when my father gets here, I'll tell him you tried to help us, and he will be very grateful.
Oh, so will our mother.
Yeah, you know, you like our parents. They're great. I mean, we don't get to spend much time with them, but when we do, we have a blast. Like this trip to London. We've never been to the Albert Hall.
I love the Brahms first.
Please, sir, do give us a room. You have no idea how hungry I am.
I think just this once I can arrange a 2-bedroom suite for you and your brother, Miss Forbes. With a view of the commons, of course.
Of course.
He's not at school. I just checked the kitchen. The raisins, the dried apricots, and the fig Newtons are gone. What do you make of all this?
All right. We'll find him. We're going to call school and talk to Sly.
Okay.
It's all right, babe. We'll find him. I really hate to ask you to rat on your friend, Sly, but this is important.
I don't want to get him in trouble.
Well, I promise you that won't happen. It's just that his mother and I are worried. So please, you know, be a pal. Put yourself in our shoes and just spill what you know.
Yeah. I guess there's no reason not to tell you since I don't know much more than you do.
Attaboy. Okay, hold on a second. All right, let it go there, kid. Let's hear it.
Well, Lucky was right. He said you'd call me first. That's why I didn't get the whole story.
Just give me what you got.
The other day, I asked him if he wanted to help me rake leaves around the neighborhood for the next couple of weeks. 50-50 split. But he said he couldn't. He said he was taking off.
Taking off where?
That's what I wanted to know. All he told me was that he and Emily were going out of town.
Emily?
Yeah. It was all right for me to know since the Quartermains were going to find out anyway.
He didn't say anything about where they were headed?
No, he just said he couldn't call or write because it might get traced.
Why are they running? Any clue about that?
That's what I wanted to know. I couldn't get it out of him. I mean, you know how Lucky is when he clams up.
Yeah, I know. Well, what about when they're coming back? Did he say anything about that?
He just wanted me to tell you I don't know anything, which is basically the truth.
All right, pal. Thank you very much. Bye. On the run with Emily. Afraid we're going to have to talk to the Quartermains.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
This is one of my favorite suites.
Yeah.
Get a fantastic view of the commons, even though they took the swan boats out of the lake.
Oh, it's just beautiful.
Hey, thank you for your help. This is for you.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I can't believe you actually got us a suite.
Yeah.
I am so, so lucky you're helping me.
No. I'm lucky you're Emily.
Ha ha.
Hey, get the room service menu. Check that out.
Oh, okay. It's a good idea. Let's see, what do we have? Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, listen to this.
What?
Old-fashioned Belgian waffles with buttermilk, sausages, and applewood smoked bacon, fresh berries. $16.95. That costs more than the Green Day CD.
Yeah, this place is pretty expensive. Hey, what else is on there? I'm kind of in the mood for eggs.
Oh, well, they've got all kinds. They have even more choices than the Quartermain, believe it or not. Let's see, eggs. Oh, they've got Eggs Benedict with shaved Canadian bacon and hollandaise sauce. $18.50.
Let's get it. Oh, get some of those old-fashioned waffles on the side, too.
Okay. You want to call?
Now you call. Just remember, be confident.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hi, this is Suite 1506. I would like 2 orders of Eggs Benedict and 1 order of waffles and 2 chocolate milks. Yeah, my name is Elizabeth Crossforks III, the first. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, bye. I did it.
Yeah.
Okay, what are we gonna do after we eat?
Well, there's a number of things that Max said could help us, but there's 2 in particular. I got the Motor Vehicles Bureau and the registrar's office at all the colleges.
But what if that doesn't work?
We just have to stay positive.
I know, but you know what scares me? Now that we're finally here, it's like Boston is so much bigger than I thought it would be. It's like I don't know where to start.
It's just like my dad says. You know, we have to solve the problem in a logical order, which is what I'm going to do. I have the address to the Motor Vehicles Bureau. I can take a taxi. We'll be there in no time. Emma, look at this. I mean, we have a 2-bedroom suite in the best hotel in Boston. Finding your aunt can't be much harder than that.
Lucky, why are you really helping me?
Because I feel bad for you, and I don't think you should have to become one of the Quartermains if you don't want to.
Is that all?
This is going to drive my parents crazy, Emily. I mean, you're just going to have to get together to come after us.
You know, I had a feeling it was something like that.
Sorry to barge in, Monica.
Well, is something wrong?
Let's put it this way. We have a mutual problem.
Here's the deal. Lucky and Emily have run off together. Do you have any idea where they went?
What do you mean Lucky and Emily have gone off together? Emily's in school.
No, she isn't, Monica, and neither is Lucky. I just talked to the principal about 20 minutes ago.
Well, what's going on?
All we know is that they've gone off together. We were hoping that you might be able to tell us why or where.
Did she say anything about what her plans were today?
No, she left a note. Yeah, well, it was something about a work after school cleanup project or something like that, that she was going to be late.
Yeah, it's the same pitch he gave us. See, they're buying time, a head start. That's what they're doing.
Wait, kids still play hooky these days, don't they? Maybe this is just some harmless prank.
Lucky took his emergency pack.
What does that mean?
That's a leftover from the days when we had to be prepared to move very quickly. It's a knapsack, and in it he has money and an ID and credit cards and extra clothes. He even took food.
Well, they couldn't have gotten far.
Don't make book on that, Monica.
Oh.
What's wrong?
They seem to think that Emily and Lucky have gone off together.
Any idea where they went?
Not yet.
I may have a clue for you. A couple of days ago, I was in the Outback with Lois and the band, and Lucky was there. And I remember thinking it was rather odd that he was there by himself.
It's not one of his usual hangouts. What was he doing there?
He was having a pretty intense conversation with Mac.
About what?
Well, of course, I didn't hear, and they stopped as soon as we arrived. I mean, it might be nothing.
Yeah, and it might not be nothing. There's been a little bad blood between me and Mac lately.
Well, you're not suggesting that Mac would encourage Lucky to run away, are you?
I don't know, Monica, but I think we better have a chat with him, babe.
Well, I'm going with you.
Well, I won't try to stop you.
Thanks for the input, Ned.
Rob?
Hey, you know, I don't know why people say those rotten things about you.
Who says they're wrong?
Come on, let's go find our kid.
How many colleges are there in Boston anyways?
Oh, don't even try to count them. It'll just depress you.
It's going to take us weeks to go to all of them.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying the RMV first, you know?
But lucky, we've been trying for like an hour.
I know, but we're next. Just let me handle it.
Next.
Good morning, ma'am. I was wondering if you could help us out. See, my sister and I are looking for our aunt. That's my mom's sister. The last anyone knew of her, she was living in Boston somewhere.
You need records over there.
It's kind of an emergency.
You need the records line.
You mean that long one over there, right?
That's the one. Next.
Wait, but all we need is some information.
Which is why you need the records line. It requires digging through the records over there.
That real long one?
The real long one. Next.
I suppose I could sit here and tell you all my Damien stories.
Then why don't you?
Because it won't solve any of our problems with him. I am trying to distance myself from him. I don't want to drag you into it further.
Catherine, you are not being sensible here.
Mac, can we borrow you for a second? Excuse us, this is personal.
Marvin, hold the pot in my mouth. You do that.
What's up?
Was my kid in here the other day?
Yeah, he was in here. He wanted some advice.
About?
Well, he insisted on keeping it on a professional basis. Look, I pointed out that whatever he wanted to know, his father could just as easily tell him, but he was adamant about keeping it confidential. So we made the proper arrangements.
He's your client?
Yeah, that's right. Look, he paid me $25 for an hour's work. It took about 5 minutes. We put the rest of the time on account.
All right, what did he want, and what advice did you give him?
Well, you're kind of putting me on the spot here, Luke.
Mac, you want to talk about a bad spot? An 11-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy are on the road together alone. Nobody knows where they're going or what they're after. Now, if you have any information and you don't spill your guts, that is a bad spot.